Hello, this is Martha with Living the One Light, and I want to introduce to you a video series program that the spirit world has asked me to make available for you, and it is called the Deep Peace and Healing video series. And this is a series of videos that are all channeled. At the moment there are 6 videos total, but depending on what the spirit world wants, that may grow over time. And each of these videos are various channeled messages and experiences. Every video has a channeled, essentially like a guided meditation visualization of different kinds, each with the underlying theme and underlying goal of helping us to come into a greater sense of deep peace and healing. And this series came about mainly because, like, on a human level for me, I've been hearing from a lot of people, of course, who are going through very difficult things. I'm making this, at the March of 2021, so we've been in pandemic and quarantine for a year now, and so that's certainly one element of people's difficulties, but regardless, even in non-pandemic, non-quarantine times, all of us have times that are difficult or more difficult than others, or even just a bad day, or dealing with anxiety or depression for various reasons, or health issues, or going through chemotherapy. I know so many people going through chemotherapy, or other dealing with surgeries, or death of a loved one, or you name it, anything. Worries about the world on all kinds of levels. And so there are times in our lives when, even more than other times, we especially just want a hand to hold, or we want someone to hold us, or we want to be able to access a greater level of healing that maybe the human world can't offer, or we just want to be comforted, something along those lines. So when I go into my praying, I often think about people who are suffering and that I wish I could help, and one of the things I notice is that I have a long history of working one-on-one with people, either as a body worker or a psychotherapist, social worker. I did massage for a long time, and Reiki and craniosacral therapy, and a lot of hands-on healing, separate from being a psychotherapist also. And so I might think of somebody, people who maybe are having a difficult time with physical illness of some kind, and I wish I could go to them and put my hands on them and do healing, because I've had a lot of pretty amazing experiences doing that kind of work with people. And what I keep getting told by the spirit world is that kind of work absolutely has its place, and that kind of healing absolutely has its place, and there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm not prohibited from doing it, and they wouldn't want to prohibit other people from doing it. However, they keep saying that and showing me that there's this level of healing that's possible that is really that happens when we fully connect with the all that is, or the spirit world, or or source itself, whatever you want to call it. So this series of videos is a set of different ways that the spirit world wants to give us the opportunity to remember that those ways and those levels of healing. So the videos include various experiences of being held by the cosmos, by beings of light in existence. There's one that's healing of being held in a hammock between two stars, a hammock of light. It's pretty cool. There's one that I particularly love that's about being held and rocked by Mother Earth, Mama Gaia, and the way that they put it is, that she's our ultimate, she's one of our ultimate co-regulators. So like we hold our babies, as mothers or fathers or caregivers of an infant, we hold the baby, and the baby, as we calm, the baby calms. And a lot of us learn this as parents, that one of the biggest tools as a parent is to learn how to co-regulate with your baby. And so the same thing goes for us. We need to have a way to co-regulate also. And the earth is literally, one of the biggest sources of something we can co-regulate with. And then the cosmos and God is really the ultimate co-regulator. But this one video in this series is of co-regulating with the earth and then all of everything, but in particular being held by Mother Earth. I really love that one. Yeah, and some of these videos parallel a lot of what is talked about in the first 3 books of the Living One Light series, in particular Gaia Speaks and Cosmos Speaks. There's one that parallels some of what is in Living the One Light itself, that book. But anyway, that's the gist of what this series is about. And yeah, it's really for you if you want to be comforted, you want to be held, you want a new set of tools for dropping deeply, deeply, deeply into yourself and allowing your nervous system to come into the parasympathetic nervous system, to really relax and allow your body to heal and find new ways of healing on levels that we don't even realize all the time exist. I can personally attest to how magical that experience is, and what it's done in my body, what it's done in my emotional state, and all kinds of things. And I'm happy to answer more questions if you have any. Yeah, and the first video in the series is free, and another video is also free, which is the A World with No Fear video. That one's free, and it's on my YouTube channel as well. And then the others I'm trying to make available at a reasonable price. So if you are feeling called for it, I hope you are able to access it, and let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. I'm here for that. Thank you. See you soon.